Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the What's Good podcast. Today we're talking about Simon's legs.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why I brought attention to that either.
I just woke up just in case. Well, I actually woke up like 2 hours ago, but for some reason I still have morning voice.
Yeah.
This is my sexy morning voice.
I said it's a good thing for the podcast.
Hello.
People are probably wishing I had morning voice.
This is what I'd sound like if I woke up next to you. Hello.
Wow. Can I experience that one day?
No.
Oh.
What?
I was just...
You have a wife.
Yeah, but I mean, I slept with my best man for my wedding, the night before the wedding. I didn't select...
Let's just clear up. You physically just slept with them.
I didn't... Yeah.
You didn't do
sexual.
anything? Yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay, just checking.
It was just like everyone stayed... All the guys, like my brother and that, stayed at my house, and there was no room.
Okay.
We had to sleep in the same bed. But we put pillows and everything. We put pillows between, and it was a bit awkward. I got no sleep because I was panicking.
You were panicking?
I was panicking that something might slip in.
And you're saying you want to sleep next to me?
Okay, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe I'll not do that.
Exactly. You can't be like, oh, I was panicking in case something slips in, but I want to sleep next to you. I just want to hear your voice.
But no, we're doing this podcast early today because... Can we say what you're doing today? Is that something to talk about?
Well, I mean, this won't be out by then. I'm in China right now. By the time when this goes out, I knew that would happen. I'm in China for the Formula E.
Yeah.
With Vic, and Tali is also coming with me. So
You took me last time, but you're not taking me this time.
I don't do this.
No. No, wait. I'm not actually bothered.
We're having a domestic, everyone.
No, I'm not bothered. But when we were in New York, though, this came up, this China one, and you were like, I want to go to that straight away.
Yeah.
Because it's not even China, is it? It's like an island.
Yeah, it's called Sanya.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know how to describe it. Apparently, it was like the Dubai Atlantis resort. They basically built one in Sanya.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, from pictures I've seen, it's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you now, but I could tell you now because I'm there by the time.
Go to Simon's channel.
This is confusing.
Yeah, go to Simon's channel in the next... No. Go to Simon's channel yesterday, you might have seen the vlog. The vlog won't be out, but...
No idea. My channel, there'll be a vlog of how it was, okay? That's at some point.
It does look really good, though. I wish I could go one day.
You bitch.
No, I'm not mad. I saw Captain Marvel yesterday.
How was it?
It was good. Have you seen like a lot of people have been saying it's really bad?
I heard that the reviews like almost boycotted it and said it was terrible so that it would get a bad rating.
Why?
I don't know.
Critics are weird, man. It's probably DC. They're like, we need to... My point of view now is that there's no Marvel film that's like bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're all decent. Like, they're all pretty good now. They're all at
How
good
good was it though?
No, right. This is what,
I already know it's no Avengers.
Nah, it's not. It's not any no Avengers. But then again, like a lot of films aren't like Ant-Man. I enjoyed that, but it's not like Avengers.
Ugh.
But it's
Wait,
like
1 or 2.
I like 1's alright. 2's really good.
I haven't seen 2.
Yeah.
1 is.
My only thought about it is that they rushed it to get to Endgame, which probably makes sense. But it's like they have not rushed it in the sense that like all the special effects are still mad. Like it's still like a great film.
Wait, Captain America, first film.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I like that. Yeah.
Oh my god!
You didn't like it?
I can't value your opinion now.
Why?
That film is so bad.
What part of it? Just the whole thing.
When the guy's face melts and stuff, and then he carries on fighting. And is that the first one or the second one?
The guy, the red face guy.
Yeah.
There are gonna be people here that are like these. I'm not like I'm a fan of Marvel, but I'm not like a fan. Yeah. Like Bass, like he like knows everything. I'm not that level. So people are gonna be like, oh, do you mean
Captain Flicker Nickel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, what I was gonna say was, this is why I hate spoilers from people, right? So someone will say to me, "Oh, the new Game of Thrones, it's really sick." I'm like, "I spoiled it now for me." And they're like, I've not told you a spoiler, but I'm like, you telling me it's sick, I'm now gonna go into it thinking a certain way. So it's like Captain Marvel, I went into it knowing that people didn't rate it a certain way. And I'm like, now I'm gonna watch it with that in my mind. If I watched it normally, I'd probably been like, that was sick.
No, I get what you mean, but just saying sick or bad isn't a spoiler to me. If they go like, the worst spoiler, because it's barely a spoiler, is they're like, the ending's sick. When they do that, because when they specify a point, you're waiting for it. You just spoiled it. And it's like, no, I haven't told you what happens. It's like, yeah, but now I know it's building to this. I know it always does build to that, but
It's
That's
like
the worst.
when we went to watch Glass, the only thing I saw about that was someone said, "Oh, the plot twist was kind of So I was like, "When's the plot twist going to happen?" I'm like, "What is it?" That's all I could think of when I was watching it.
That one was decent though,
That was a good film
because there was two twists.
Yeah.
There was like one twist, and I was kind of like, "Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed." It was kind of average. And then there was the other twist, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you got me, Glass."
Yeah, we got to try not do what we're talking about now to the viewers. I mean, that's an old film now, right?
Yeah, I mean that's an old film. Yeah,
There's a certain level
if you
where
ain't seen that, don't watch it.
Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones. I know you didn't watch it, but if someone doesn't watch, like, so the way Game of Thrones works is it comes out in America at like 1. It'll come out. Yeah, it comes out a little bit earlier than the UK one by a evening, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like you either stay up till 1 a.m. the night before to watch it, or you watch it at 9 o'clock on Sky. So I'm like, if you've not seen it, if you've not seen the American one, then okay, I'll let you off. But if you haven't seen the UK one, then like you're gone now.
Here's a spoiler for you for Game of Thrones. It's shit.
It's not.
It is.
It's not shit.
It is.
I wish you guys gave it a chance because like
6 episodes is a chance.
it is, but it's not. Like, so I watched it. No,
6 episodes. Would you
at
watch?
least a season. You have to at least get to the season.
Why?
Because there's a big thing happens.
I watched. Oh, ow! I watched an entire series in Portuguese, and it was better than Game of Thrones.
Oh my god!
And it literally, the first 20 minutes, there's no words. So I watched the first 20 minutes, and then someone speaks, and I'm like, "Why is this important? What's happening?"
What was on
Why is
Netflix?
this? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
"Why is
me
this
and Laura have seen a few because it's one of those ones where they dub it, right? Oh no, it's literally
It was subtitled.
Okay, yeah. Because there are a few ones.
3% or 2%,
Oh.
something like that.
Oh wow.
But I was literally just there like, oh no, what have I done? Because you're always going to finish that episode 20 minutes into an episode that's like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to finish the episode. I watched it and I was like, you know what, this is decent even though it was Portuguese. And then I was like, no, I'm going to have to read the subtitles. Because for some reason, real life films or TV shows subbed, I just can't watch. But if it's anime, I can.
Okay. See, now I'm different. I always used to hate, on Sky, the subtitles on Sky are really bad because they've got like a black bar on them and they're always like green and yellow. I can never watch them. So my brother always used to have them on and I used to hate it. But on Netflix now, me and Laurie started watching TV with subtitles on because she'd go to bed. We used to have a TV in the bedroom. It's at the old house. So she'd be like really, really quiet, so I can't hear it. So I put subtitles on. And after a while, I started watching it with everything. And now I can't watch TV without subtitles on. But films, for some reason, I turn them off for. Because for films, I'm like, I want to enjoy the cinematic experience. With TV shows, it's like, I want to know what they're saying, and I care more about the dialogue. So
when we watched Dragon Ball Z,
yeah.
we watched the film in the cinema.
Yeah.
That had subtitles. It didn't have the black bar around it.
Yeah.
So there was like this whole scene in a snow, like a frozen setting, with white subtitles,
Yeah.
and I was there like, I was like trying to turn Super Saiyan, just reading it.
Well, yeah, I was the same, and then we brought it up after the film, and JJ was like, "Oh, I didn't even notice that." I'm like,
I
"What?"
don't think he read it.
Yeah, you just watching the cartoon.
Yeah, I think JJ just watches the fight. He just watches them go, and he's like, "Yo, wow, they're Super Saiyan now.
Yeah.
That's it."
Amazon Prime lets you customize the subtitles. It's sick.
That's really lame.
So you can change the color of the text, the size of the text, the font. That's sick. So if you're like a little bit blind, you can make it really big.
That's sick. Or you can just use your ears.
Yeah. What if you're deaf? Then that's why subtitles are
Yeah,
there. We're not deaf.
But you.
Okay. We got I guess we'll go into this. We got an honourable mention. No, we didn't get an honourable mention. We got mentioned.
We got a clip used. We didn't even get mentioned.
Yeah, I keep saying that.
It was a clip used. You're talking about Logan's.
Yeah.
Logan's documentary. I actually haven't watched it yet.
No,
when
me
we
neither.
recorded this, it's literally like early morning after it came out.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of people. I saw Freezy and Ethan say like it's jokes.
Okay.
So you've watched a bit of it?
So I've watched like 2 minutes of it, but I watched the trailer.
Okay.
When I say 2 minutes, that's quite a long time in a way because
Sure.
when I say I mean I've actually watched it for 2 whole minutes. I've not just been like, I saw it for 2 seconds.
Okay.
So I've seen 2 minutes of it. It's pretty I saw the trailer though, and I kind of obviously he's been doing this thing for a while. Like I know we spoke about it on the podcast. So then the podcast clip was in his documentary, which I saw. You saw that right on Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of people tweet me that.
Yeah. I woke up. You tweeted it last night, but I was in bed at that point.
Yeah.
So I woke up and seen all the tweets, and I was like,
Do you like that tweet?
it was like Logan used a clip from the What's Good podcast.
Yeah, can I be UMG now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Claim
so
it.
Logan liked it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out, Logan.
But then, every reply, do it, take his money.
Oh my God.
Like, he doesn't deserve it. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, let's talk about this briefly. People on Twitter, or just people in general, why do they believe so much stuff? So when you tweeted, and when I tweeted the thing about I earn
18.5 million.
Well, mine was I earn 20.5 million in 2011. And I was getting tweets like, why are you still working with JJ then?
I was going to say, you went downhill, bro.
Yeah, I know. And people are like, wow, you really have to show off to just build up your self-esteem. I'm like, guys, like, come on. That was in response to Ben Phillips saying that he earned 11 million his first year.
Didn't he say 18.5?
18.5, yeah.
Yeah, because that's why I copied it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because everyone said to me, like, everyone was like, oh, you actually did. And I was like, hell no, I didn't.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I did. Mine's actually in a video coming up.
Yeah, you mentioned.
So I kind of went for like, all right, I'll put it in a video and I'll also choose something that's current so people don't believe it. Because if I said something like, oh, I earned 10 million. Anything less than like 18, everyone go, oh, you actually did. I can say 1 million, I can say 15. Yeah. Everyone will be like, oh. But Logan's documentary.
Yes, let's get back to that.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm literally, I will have watched it by the time this comes out because I've downloaded it and I'm going to watch it on the plane.
On the plane, good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I've already got it downloaded.
I always do that. I always download loads of stuff on the plane and then just don't watch anything.
I did that with the Jeffree Star documentaries
on the way
Shane
to
Dawson.
LA. Yeah,
but I have watched one of them now. But yeah, I don't know. They're just too dramatic.
Yeah.
His documentaries are just Shane's.
Yeah.
Logan's I've heard is very dramatic, but I've heard it's a joke.
I think Logan has probably took a lot of points from Shane. In the trailer, you know how Shane's like really dramatic, like he'll turn nothing into like a really dramatic thing. Logan's done that, so he's got like the voiceover. It starts with like, "Hey, are you there? Okay, good. Buckle up."
I saw the first like 10 seconds of as I was downloading it. I saw the first 10 seconds, and he's like, "Let me tell you a story."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is dramatic. So it's like, I feel like it's going to start off serious and then it's just going to be like a troll.
Well, it's obviously like when he started doing the whole thing, when we watched and when we spoke about it originally, he went to the convention where he was like, I think I'm coming out as a flat earther. Like, obviously that's ridiculous. Like, because he's a smart enough guy. This is what the clip that he used in the podcast was also saying, if you believe the Earth is flat, you are an idiot.
Yeah.
That's what he used, yeah. And then, I don't know the context that he used it, but, I mean, which is true, like,
I still stand by that.
Yeah, what the hell? The Earth's not flat,
You seen
man.
that picture of the solar system?
No.
It's just like, it's like the sun, and then it's like all the planets. And just Earth is just like
Flat.
it's flat, yeah. Every other one is just like a perfect ball, and then there's just this flat bit. It doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense. But yeah, obviously it's a troll, really. Like, he was never actually believing the world the Earth is flat. And if he ends up saying it in the podcast, then in the documentary, then that's just bullshit. But I don't think he will. I think he'll just make fun of it.
I mean, I'm in a group chat with a couple people that watched it. I'm not going to say names.
Okay, sure.
I mean, you can probably figure out roughly who I'm talking about.
Okay.
But their reactions to watching it were is there spoilers to this?
Nah.
It can't really be.
Nah.
They're like, I'm 6 minutes in, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Is it supposed to be a parody? And then they say, like, 3 minutes later, okay, I'm a bit further in, it's 100% a meme video, lol.
Okay, yeah.
And then they've said afterwards, like, lol, this video's jokes. Oh, this video's sick, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like this. He's got a flat earther singing "Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round."
What?
Like, yeah, I'm pretty certain it's a troll.
Yeah, but it's sick though. Like, in terms of the idea, like, if you're going to do a documentary and make it dramatic, like, it's a good subject to choose because obviously it's popular. If a Logan Paul comes out saying like, "Oh, I believe the Earth is flat," people are going to pay attention.
Yeah, it's also not offensive.
Yeah.
Now that he's taken, if it is, as long as it is a troll, he's taken the piss out of it.
Yeah.
Like, if it's offended people, flat earthers, it's like, I mean, I'm calling you idiots, so.
Yeah, so it's similar to me, like, say Scientology. Scientology is obviously a meme religion, which is going to offend people. But so certain people are obviously hardcore Scientologists. I guess, is it different? But obviously people are also hardcore flat earthers. But, like, you can't get offended by someone saying the Earth's not flat.
Yeah, because it's just like, it angers me because I'm sat there like I'd love to sit down with someone that genuinely believes that Earth is flat and then try and explain why.
Yeah,
because I'd just sit there and I'd just be shaking my head the whole time like, no, it's not.
I guess that's why Shane
this
Dawson...
table is flat. You telling me the Earth is that?
Well, people have been to space. And people have seen the Earth.
Or have they?
So people are saying that every single picture online of the Earth being round is fabrication. Even though the International Space Station literally takes a photo every like 5-10 seconds. And someone's saying that every 5 seconds someone sat there like faking, like rendering photoshops of it. Like what the hell's going on? Like people have been to the moon, but then also people say the moon the moon landing was fake. So it's like you're saying. So what? The moon's round, but the Earth's flat.
Yeah, it's like how does that make sense?
But no, it's a sick thing to do, and I guess that's why Shane does his as well, because he does his about conspiracy theories that obviously you can't prove. That's why they're conspiracies. Just like if you make a documentary on that, then it's like everything's up in the air. It's the same thing with the flat Earth. I'm excited to watch it, and to be fair play for Logan for doing like a high quality piece of content.
Bro, are you saying his other stuff isn't?
No,
that's how it sounded.
No,
fair play to Logan for doing one for once.
I'm saying. A lot of YouTube is like, to be fair, a lot of YouTube is high quality. But I mean, it's like, it's not, this is going to sound like I'm dissing JJ here, but it's not a try not to laugh video.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So fair enough, actually.
It's like a big video. It's it's one that you've worked on for months.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's production.
Watch JJ now do a documentary. I mean, I know he's already done Can't Lose, which was sick, but he'll make something up now. He'll do a documentary on his fear of, what's that thing called?
Trypophobia?
Yeah.
Or tyrophobia?
Yeah. So that's what Joe Waller meant, by the way. You know when...
Yeah, when he says he's afraid of cheese. He didn't mean he's afraid of cheese. He's not like lactose phobia or something like that. He's afraid of irregular holes. Like irregularly patterned holes, I think it is.
Laura's got the same thing. So you know, like if you see like a rock, like a fossil, and there's like loads of little dots in it.
Yeah,
that's what it is, right? Like a lot. I think it's a lot of circles like together that aren't kind of natural.
Well, there's like this. There's those pictures of like hands with holes in and stuff like that. Have you ever seen those?
Hands,
it's like a hand with like stuff sticking out.
To be fair, it is horrible. I get it.
It is really horrible.
There are instances there where,
but like, JJ like.
Yeah, where it's not that bad, but he'll get triggered, or Laura will get triggered. I'm like, what's going on? So like, I guess the cheese thing, he still gets freaked out by cheese.
I don't know. I think Joe just chose the most ridiculous one he could. Yeah. It's like Leerdam or something like that. It's the one that has holes all over.
Because I've had fans come up to me and be like, oh, is JJ really scared of cheese? And that's what we were talking about earlier, where people believe everything.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if he's scared of that type of cheese.
No.
Because Joe basically just went, all right, he's scared of things with holes in. And then probably Googled things with holes and saw that. Yeah. And then probably a naked woman. And then, he just went, he's scared of cheese.
Jokes.
So, he's not scared of cheese.
No, he can't be. I mean,
I am going to go buy some of that cheese now.
Oh, that's a good video.
I want to find out if he... Nah, because he doesn't want me to do that. He specifically said, like, that is...
don't prank me with that type of... Yeah,
because everyone always says, like, print out posters and put them all over his room of that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, that's a horrible...
Yeah, because, like, it's one of those things where it's a weird thing that I don't see it with the way Laura does, but obviously she actually is bothered by it somehow. Yeah. So it's actually like harassment at that point. It's like... Yeah,
that's actually... It's not a funny prank, that's actually bullying. And
like when you pranked him by showing him the Photoshop pea stain on the bed. Yeah. That's like, ha. I feel like, look at this that you hate. Ha.
It's like all over his room because he can't really take it down because he has to look at it to take it down. That's horrible.
Anyway, speaking of documentaries, if you guys out there are interested in getting better or creating some high piece content,
where are you going with this?
The What's Good podcast today is sponsored by
Skillshare. We got a freaking ad. Yeah, ad. I'm white. Wow.
When you get closer as well, are you gonna dance every time I get an ad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you gonna carry on?
Oh, you want me to do it while you're dancing?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, so Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in design, business, marketing, and more. You'll discover ways to fuel your curiosity, creativity, and career. So yeah, this is Skillshare. I've been on Skillshare.
I gave up with the dancing.
Yeah, it's a long time to do it.
I was like, you know what? The only dances I can just do like that are just Fortnite dances, and I want to stop them, so... Yeah. I've stopped.
2 minutes of the floss is not great.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
but so Skillshare is like an online community. It's not really like a platform because it's people like you and me on there who know the stuff doing classes. So the way I see it is, it's like YouTube, like the way you learn to edit, right? is, I'm assuming, by YouTube tutorials.
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
it's long.
Same way for me as well. Like learning how to make YouTube videos of just music in general, like how to mix and everything. I mean, I did go to uni and college to learn it, but I didn't learn anything in those things other than what I learned already online. You know? So Skillshare is kind of like, the way I see it, is like more professional people making more professional tutorials on there.
Okay.
Because like, you know, some YouTube, to find a good YouTube tutorial, you have to go through like 10 videos to find the one.
Yeah.
So on Skillshare, there'll be like, the audio will be fine.
Yeah, no,
That's
when
fine.
I was like looking for like how to edit, the amount of channels you have to go over, and they like half of them love dubstep. Like literally, you click on any of them and it's just like like that, and it's like all they're doing is just loading stuff into a project.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's this? And then the other half, they talk so slowly. They're like, hey guys, so today I'm gonna be teaching you how to load. And it's like, oh come on, just like you skip the intro, you skip to just all you need to see is click this, done.
Yeah,
that's all I want to know.
Have you ever had the people who don't even talk? They just tap on their word. They tap on like, text.
Yes.
And I'm like, come on, just talk to me. Anyway, so yeah, I've been checking it out because before I did YouTube, I was doing like Instagram and Facebook marketing, like advertising. So I've logged on there myself and I've checked a few tutorials, a few classes for that. And I'm checking that out. So social media marketing, etc. So yeah, join the millions of students already learning in Skillshare today with a special offer just for our listeners. Get 2 months of Skillshare for free. That's pretty sick.
2 months for
2
free,
months for free,
yeah.
So
you
to sign up,
you could learn everything in 2 months.
you can, literally. If you go on there and get a class, you can literally learn everything. So, for example, for you guys, I've seen classes on there that are like related to YouTube. So if you're trying to get involved, I mean, if you're trying to learn YouTube, the best way to do it is just to do it.
Yeah.
But there are things like they'll give you tutorials on how to make good thumbnails, like which is kind of hard. Like
and that's like 80% of your views.
Literally,
So-
yeah. So like it's like learning Photoshop to use to do thumbnails, stuff like how to title your videos, which obviously is mainly just clickbait, but there's keywords still work now and then, so it shows you like ways to do that. But yeah, so if you guys want to get involved, to sign up, go to skillshare.com/MAR for Miniminter and Randolph.
Nice.
Mar. That's like Talia's name. Talia, Miniminter and Randolph. No?
Let's not do that.
Again, that's skillshare.com/MAR to start your 2 months now. That's skillshare.com/MAR.
He has to repeat everything because he's northern.
Yeah.
They always go, look, Randolph, if you're going to read it, just say it a few times really slowly, okay?
Yeah.
Because people won't understand otherwise.
So,
Let's go, nah, do that.
did I still say it right?
You did say it right, yeah.
Can you say it once?
Skillshare.com/MAR.
Yep.
That was my reading.
M-A-R.
That was my reading voice.
Is that how you read to yourself when you're reading like Game of Thrones?
Really slowly. Harry Potter. Harry woke up in a daze. Like that.
Oh, you know what we can talk about? Have you seen the J.K. Rowling stuff?
No, I keep seeing. Well, I've seen like a couple tweets where it's like nobody, everyone, nothing.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling. I saw like it was one of the like fitness brands.
Yeah,
I can't remember
yeah.
who it was. They were like J.K. Rowling, nothing. No, sorry, you know what I mean. J.K. Rowling
yeah.
saying Hagrid can bench 180 kilograms or something like that, and I was like, well, I don't get it.
Oh man, yeah. So the way it came about is it's been happening for a while now. So you know, obviously, how like the more time goes on, I guess things are becoming more politically correct, which is fair enough. Like obviously, there are a lot of things we used to say at school that you can't say now, which is true. It's good not to say them things. But so she's been coming out saying like, I know the first one she said was Hermione's not white. So she was like, Hermione's like, I don't know where she said she's from or what her heritage is, but she said she's not white. And then obviously there's literally in the book someone goes back and it literally says something like Hermione's like pale white expression. I think what she's trying to do is she's trying to like say like her books and her characters are like advanced, but she wrote them a while ago. So her recent one,
the thing I don't get is why can't Hermione be white?
Yeah. I don't know why that can't. Yeah, I think, but she can be. I think that's just J.K. Rowling being like, oh no, I need to
include everyone.
Yeah, so her recent tweet, which is where all these jokes are coming from, is she literally tweeted saying Dumbledore and Grindelwald were like sexually involved. So they like slept together. They were gay together. So everyone's like, why? Like if
it has no relevance to the story, why does that matter?
But also, you can't add to it. Like you've written it in the past.
Yeah.
Like unless there's a scene in the book where they are like, I don't know, in the certain, what do you, in Hogwarts, in like a certain class, I don't know,
Okay.
in the wizard laboratory,
Yeah.
you know, having a kiss,
Sure.
then she can't say that. You know, that's what they're bothered about. No one's bothered about.
But there are people who literally do live in the world, as in like they are like they'll know everything.
Okay, yeah,
So when they hear something like that, they're like, "Oh, that's like you hearing that Jake Paul is now dating Shane Dawson."
yeah, yeah,
And you'd be like, "What?" And they'd actually believe it and be like, "Okay, that's huge news to me."
yeah. Because there are people who will know more. They'll know Harry Potter more than she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Game of Thrones. Like there are people who know more. There are people who know more than he does. Like he might, in her head, she might have actually had that in her mind and she's writing it. But if she's not written it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
In that book. So like the people now that are like that. Obviously, so she'll say, you know, Hermione's not white, and then people are like, well, I know for a fact that you wrote that. So she forgets that. But it's mad. Like you can't go and change something.
Why? Yeah. Why is she trying to anyway?
I don't know. I think she's just trying to become more because I know her Twitter is so political. Like she's always like getting involved with certain things. Like she's always pushing like certain agendas.
She went huge at PewDiePie.
What for the recent?
Ages
okay,
ago.
okay.
I'm trying to remember which one it was.
It was just the whole anti-Semitism thing.
I think it was that one. Yeah. There's been a few.
Yeah.
But she went at him at one point, and it was just like the way she actually phrased it was really wrong.
Yeah.
Actually, you carry on.
Carry on.
I'm gonna find it.
It's like stuff where like JJ goes on to Piers Morgan. He did the is it GMB? Good Morning
GMB,
Britain.
yeah.
Yeah. Recently to go and promote the tour. If you guys haven't got tickets for the tour, go and check them out. Don't check them out. Buy them. The newagetour.com. We're going to a bunch of cities. We're really excited for it. So yeah, he went on there to promote that. And he said, you know, he went on there to promote that. And then Piers Morgan was just like, how much money do you earn? You know, how much money do you earn? How much money do you earn? And then obviously JJ will give in at the end and be like, yeah, I do pretty well. And then next morning you'll wake up and there'll be articles saying like, oh, KSI says he earns this, he brags about his wealth or whatever. When it's like, obviously that's not what he's trying to do. My point here is that people who aren't involved in the world, in the certain thing they're talking about, don't know what they're talking about. So like, if PewDiePie, obviously we know, because we follow and watch PewDiePie, that he didn't mean a certain thing in a certain way. So,
yeah.
Or it's satire. We know he's joking because we watch everything he does. So then J.K. Rowling will be like, she'll see this when it becomes a news story, and then she'll comment on it after the fact, not knowing about the fact, you know. So
yeah,
that's
so
what I'm kind of talking about.
She's literally just like it was the fascism thing.
Yeah,
and it's just like she just kept going at him after he had already apologized and stuff like that. I think there's a video here saying she actually ended up apologizing.
Oh wow.
And it's just like so many people have done, like defending PewDiePie from J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Even though I hate him, because it's like so many people were actually like what she's saying is just so wrong. But obviously her fans, again going back to what we said earlier,
yeah.
her fans are just
Believe
like,
it.
yeah, PewDiePie should die.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
So that's the annoying thing. If people comment on things that they don't know about, it should just not be a thing anyway. You should always. I mean, we probably do. I mean, we spoke about the documentary and haven't seen it yet, but we have said like we haven't not watched it yet, so we can't comment on it.
Yeah.
But I think the annoying thing about the J.K. Rowling tweets as well is that there'll be people in the gay community that are probably like, why? Like that's like I also like offensive to them as well, because it's like, why are you trying to just create something that's not maybe not true?
You're basically trying to make your book. You're using them as like a way to promote your book.
Yeah,
basically.
that's what it kind of is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the whole it's like the whole equality thing. It's like you can be gay, but you can also be not gay. That's what it's about, you know.
That's why I'm really, really confused about the Hermione one, because it's like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
her being white is not offensive to anyone. It's just that's her character.
Like, you don't have to have any other characters than white people. You don't have to have any white people in your thing.
No,
it's
yeah.
You can have any.
Yeah.
Like,
just pick what you want. Like, wherever the character's from, the character's from there, and that's it. Like, either put it in your book when you're writing it, or
I mean, I would question if she was racist if there was no characters in the whole of Hogwarts that were not white.
Yeah,
but
so she might be thinking, oh crap, I've not put like
a main character.
Yeah, I've not been.
All the main characters are white.
Yeah, so she's like, oh shit, I better put it in now. Well, you look at the camera.
I was looking because the light. We realised the lighting in here is pretty awful.
Yeah. It's gone darker, but that's just because the camera's on standby. If you're wondering.
That's probably it. Yeah.
But
we have some issues here.
We're still getting used to the setup. I know a lot of people said, the one thing that annoyed me is people were saying, well, two things. One, you look awkward. And I'm like, I'm not, I might look awkward, but I'm fine
I'm
now.
way more comfortable than I was in the last place.
Yeah.
The last place I felt like I had to sit there like...
Well, that's the other thing. They were like, you need a table. I'm like, why? Because we didn't do anything on the table.
Yeah.
All we did on the table was put our hands on it like this.
Yeah, and then...
And I'm like, do I have to put my hands above or do I put my hands below? Like, how do I sit?
Well, then a lot of people were like, oh, this table separates you.
What?
I'm like, why are we trying to cuddle? Like, what's going on? We are also getting this... We're getting a big light here.
Neon light, yeah.
Neon light. So that is coming.
Yeah.
But
we're
obviously
gonna get lights into here. We're gonna get a few things to spruce it up. The podcast, like, we're really busy. Like, obviously, I'm working on the album.
I mean, I'm in China right now. Just
I'm in
clear
China. I'm working on music. You're working on videos, trying to get back in the swing of things. So it's hard. It's hard for us to get this going. Only because we haven't got a schedule. So we're working on getting this set day where we're like, all right, we're putting this out on this day. So if we don't film it now, we've lost. So we're gonna get out going.
We've lost.
But I think the morning thing kind of works.
Yeah, maybe like an hour later. Just because my voice is slowly returning.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to go back and listen to the start, then listen to the end of this podcast. See the difference in my voice.
But the neon light is designed by my wife Laura at letters. Oh no. Shit. Let us buy _Laura. That's what it is. Let us buy _Laura on Instagram. I never know where the underscore comes. But yeah, just type Let us buy Laura, it'll come up. But no, she's doing calligraphy, but she's struggling because she used to do full-time work and now she's doing the whole working for yourself thing. So obviously it's tough. Like, especially at the start, it's like so tough because you're like, I'm not earning any money.
Yeah.
You're like, what am I going to do with my life? So go check her out. She's got some really good prints. Buy some if you want to. But yeah, we're gonna get the neon light sorted. Yeah, it's not. We're not awkward right now. This is cool. And also to answer where the guest is going to be, we're in a room right now. What you guys see is not the end of the room.
This is the end of the room completely.
Yeah,
you are on the wall right now. No, we can easily fit this in quite easily.
I can see 4 seats. There's a big sofa there. There's a sidemen racing chair thing. There's like a normal chair over there. So yeah, and also remember podcast, we don't have to sit in a line, just because there's no seat here, it doesn't mean someone can't sit right here. We'll put another camera on them. So don't worry, when we get a guest in, that'll be fine. There's no worries.
Yeah, it'll be easy to figure out.
Yeah,
just need to find a guest now.
Yeah,
Toby said he wants to do it.
Toby's down. Yeah,
Toby's really down. He keeps every time we talk about the podcast, he's like, "Yo, when are you bringing me on?"
Yeah.
So I don't know what we should talk about with Toby. Obviously, we talk about anything that's kind of current.
Yeah. Maybe we just let him dictate it. Like, all right, Toby, what's on your mind?
He won't do that. Toby will be there like, I'm cool with whatever, man.
Yeah,
that'll be it.
The whole podcast will be an hour and 30 of just us being like,
so what do you want to talk
what's
about?
up with you? No, not much, man. How are you?
Yeah, not much. You've asked me that. Sorry.
What I was going to speak about is there's a few things we can talk about. The whole. Well, did you see Joe Weller's tweet to Jake Paul?
Oh, it was about going to LA.
So Joe was like,
anyone want to collab in LA?
Yeah.
Jake said, spar me for a video.
Yeah.
And then Joe said, can I definitely down, but can I have it for my channel?
Yeah,
I need it right now.
Which I really felt like,
so I put laughing faces as a reply because I was like, that's jokes. Like the fact that he's like, oh, my channel needs it.
Yeah,
and everyone was like it literally launched fans into like this. Like, how are you laughing? His channel's still doing well.
Oh, they thought you were dissing Joe.
Yeah, I was like, no, I just found it funny.
Yeah. Well, it's like I've been there. Like you're like, oh, I've got a sick idea with someone, and then they're like, yeah, that'll look great on my channel, and you're like, oh, you're like, can we do it on mine?
Well, yeah, and then like some people were just like saying how they were like defending Joe, whether like saying he still gets views, blah blah blah.
Oh.
Some were saying like, oh, he doesn't post much anymore, he needs it, and I was just there like, it's not that deep. Like Joe's just saying like. So then, but yeah, I want it to happen.
It won't happen.
I don't think it will.
Nah, it won't happen.
I think Jake's just doing it for a tweet.
Yeah. Jake is the best at that. Really, Jake's the best
Jake
at just
so
causing
stuff.
That. Just like the whole Soulja Boy thing. I realistically don't think the Soulja Boy fight will happen or will ever happen.
It won't.
Like, but it's just people creating hype, him creating hype. Like if he can go for a few weeks being like, yeah, I'm fighting Soulja Boy, that's big for him. People are talking about it. You have like Bread Batch being like, oh, it's gonna be sick. But realistically, Soulja Boy ain't gonna fight Jake Paul.
No.
And if he is, he's more desperate than we think. You know.
Well, they actually like met face to face as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's not going to happen.
Nah.
Because then, like, even Jake saying that JJ fights like a granny, and then when JJ said, "Oh, I'll fight Jake," Jake was kind of there like, "Yeah, I'd be down to fight him." But then when JJ actually called him out and said, "All right, me and you, let's go," Jake went silent.
Yeah, because obviously,
and it's just one of those things where it's like, firstly, I assume Logan had.
Logan was like, "Jake, do not respond to these tweets."
Logan was like, "No, you're not."
Yeah. But
secondly, it's like Jake can say loads of stuff on the internet. It just like bigs him up. That's all it does.
Yeah. Because I know that no matter what Logan says, he really wants to fight JJ. Like, he's desperate to fight JJ.
He hates JJ.
Yeah.
So Raka messaged me about going on Impulsive.
Yeah.
And the Impulsive episode they were on with Logan, Danny says you should get Mini Minter on this podcast.
Yeah.
And Logan says I'd love to. So then Danny messaged me and was like, "Yo, would you go on it?" He actually messaged me the other day and was just like, "Would you go on it? Like, stop being a pussy, just do it."
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of scared because firstly, when Deji went on it, everyone saw him as a traitor.
Yes, that's the first point. Yeah.
Even though JJ has said to me, "Go on it."
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to know that. And even if I say on the podcast, like, yeah, JJ said, like, I should do it.
Yeah. They'll still say it. But it was like at the time when Deji went on it. Like, if Deji
I know it's very different. I know it's...
Yeah. If Deji went on it, like, at a normal time, it's like, okay, that's a bit odd, but, like, do your thing. Like, you'll go there to represent me. Anyway, like, if you go on there, you're going to be neutral. You're just going to be honest about your opinion with JJ, your opinion with Logan. When Deji went on there, he went on there as he was dissing JJ to... basically shit talk JJ at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's where the issue was necessarily. So I think even though JJ said JJ's fine with you going on it, for example, but even if you say that, the fans will still be like, "Oh, what the hell?"
Yeah. My other issue is Logan is he's very good at making people say things.
Yeah, he had Deji in the corner on that thing.
Yeah, like
he was like
that podcast, that specific one. So many, obviously, that was massive. Having everyone in like KSI Deji fandom kind of thing watch that because you're watching Deji and Logan. You're watching like what's going on. So many people came away from that saying, "Yo, I actually kind of like Logan now."
Yeah.
What's Deji doing?
Yeah.
But I like Logan. So it's like Logan is good at what he does.
Yeah, he's so good at like PR and like spinning things. Obviously, until he had his big whoopsie.
Yeah, when he says good at PR, he knows he made the mistakes. Like,
chill. What I'm saying is, like, when he's doing press conferences with JJ, he's doing the same thing with JJ. Like, he's making himself look good. It's what Joe Weller did.
Yeah.
Like, they're good at making people look bad and themselves look good.
Yeah, they're good at... The thing I think me and Josh said is Jake and Logan are like two of the best people at clowning people.
Yes, yeah.
That's like the best way to phrase it, because it's literally like they can, like, for example, the LA press conference where it was Logan and Jake going at Deji and JJ. And like JJ stood up and went, "Fuck the Bulls," and Logan and Jake straight up, "Fuck the Bulls, fuck the Bulls." Blah.
Yeah, they're
and instantly
really
everyone was kind of like, JJ's that whatever JJ says now means nothing.
Yeah.
It's like they're so good at that I'm worried if I went on it, I would say one thing, they would phrase a question in a way that I can only reply in a bad way, and then I'm sat there like...
Yeah, true, but I think you're a smart enough guy to be like, you could be like, "Look, I know where you're going with that. I answered that." Or let me...
But
even then you'll get caught.
Yeah, not answering it's like,
it's
why are you not answering that?
Yeah, man, it's hard. I guess you would have to do it and just... You just have to accept that some things might get twisted.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying, fans believe anything anyway. So, like, if certain people believe a bad thing, then that's just on them at the end of the day.
Because it annoys me, because, I know Raka really well, and, like, I love those guys. And Danny and Michael have both said that JJ and Logan would be such good mates if they weren't boxing.
Yeah, so they said that on the podcast, didn't they? That's the clip I saw, because they said you hate KSI, you probably won't hate JJ.
Yeah,
we've said that as well. Like those two, they're so similar. That's why the fight's so sick, because they've got the same ego, but they've also got the same like talent in wanting to create big videos or go out there and do crazy stuff.
And just like they both want to basically be like the biggest in the world.
Yeah,
and it's like they both can be. Yeah, but it's just so annoying because as well, like, I watch both their videos, and it's like they're both really good at making videos.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating because like Logan hates JJ so much.
Yep.
JJ hates Logan. And it's just like...
But they don't know each other. Like, I get it. Like, I mean,
if I was Logan, I would hate JJ.
Yeah. No, you would, I would, yeah, but he doesn't know him. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No, yeah.
Yeah, from what he knows,
From that,
Yeah, same,
I would
yeah.
hate JJ because it's like, but JJ, the only reason JJ has to say these things is he's going into a fight with him.
Yeah.
If I'm going to fight you, I'm going to try and get in your head.
Yeah,
I'm going to say
yeah,
anything
yeah,
I
yeah.
can. Like, if I'm not, it's not a play fight. I am literally going to fight you and try and knock you out.
Yeah, and getting in someone's head is not like, even if you're aware that they're trying to get into your head, it still happens. So like at the fight, say like if JJ's saying stuff to Logan like, oh hey, what was his girlfriend's name? Chloe is like, hey Chloe, while they're fighting. Even if you're like, oh, I'm ignoring it. You thinking you're going to ignore it, it's thinking about it.
Yeah.
So they're in your head, like no matter what, they're in your head. So JJ's just trying to get in his head, which is fair. Which I think the next fight, Logan's going to try and do the same thing to JJ.
Yeah.
And JJ's probably going to. Well, we say for the next fight, you've got to have a different approach because you can't do the same thing because the first fight, yeah, you don't know anything about each other and you're trying to build the hype. But now, I think people don't want to see the hype anymore. They just want to see you both fight. They want to see you train to make sure that you both are the best. So I think the next fight is like, all right, let's put all that aside and I'm just show you why I'm better than you.
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see. Knowing both of them, it won't be.
Yeah. I mean, literally, the documentary came out and JJ tweeted, like,
So actually,
I must have hit you hard then.
So I want to speak about this as well. So you know when JJ is tweeting like Dax, and Dax will quote JJ saying something like, "Oh, I'll do this with you after I'm doing my tour. You can get tickets here." Blah blah blah. JJ will quote that and it should promote his tour. And Dax is like, "Hey, look, I'm smarter than you." And people are like, "Look, they're on the next level."
But that's Dax doing exactly what we said Logan can do.
But then people are like, "Oh, JJ is dumb to then buy into that." But it's like, yeah, he is, and he's promoting that. But also the way JJ does things is like, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna make you bigger, so that when I'm beefing you, the beef will be bigger, and then I'm bigger within that."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like even when JJ's quoting Logan Paul's documentary, people will now go watch the documentary. However, 100,000 people whatever like JJ's tweet are then now going to go watch that documentary and give views to that. So everyone's like, "Oh, you just played yourself." But it's like, nah, because I'm keeping the Logan Paul and JJ thing going up.
Yeah, like Quedeca, for example.
Yeah.
When JJ went in at Quedeca on the podcast,
Yeah.
it was kind of like JJ's there, like, I mean, he's going to get loads of subs from this.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at Quedeca's channel.
Exactly.
Like,
So before that, I was going to speak about this on a podcast at some point, but when we did the podcast with JJ, we were like just thinking about topics. We were like, "Oh, JJ, let's go at some YouTube rappers just so we can like cause a bit of controversy." So the night before, he was like, "All right, who should I go at?" He's like, he was looking through YouTube. He was going on Google like the worst YouTube rappers, and it was like he put him on one. And he was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" But nah, so he was like, "Oh, Quedeca." Like he didn't really know Quedeca then.
No.
He just heard one song, "The Unusual."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, this is trash." And that's not his. I don't think that's his best song. So he was like, "Oh, should I go at him?" And I was like, "Nah," because he's like a cool guy. And even in the podcast, I was like bigging him up too much. But I was like, go at him actually because he's going to do well out of it. Like I'd rather it go at someone like Quedeca than I don't know some.
the thing
trash
is, it's
rapper.
like when JJ goes at someone like that, that's when someone just has. It's like, yeah, Quedeca would have got a lot of negative feedback because obviously JJ's there going, he's shit.
Yeah.
But that's just all JJ has done there is give Quedeca a chance to prove himself,
Exactly.
and either sink or swim.
Yeah.
Because if Quedeca sits there and goes like, "Oh, like KSI's been like bullying me," does a couple videos, releases a trash song, it's like, okay, well maybe JJ was right.
Yeah.
But Quedeca just has to release this diss track.
Ride the wave.
It does well.
Yeah.
People like it, and now look at like.
Yeah, because I think but the good thing about Quedeca as well is he understood that as well going into it. Like he was like, "Oh, I know JJ does not hate me. This is just YouTube, So that's good because then he like, I mean, they did the FIFA video afterwards, and even though they're still trash talking each other, they're like, "Okay, this is both sick for both of us," So it's sick. Like, and obviously, I mean, Quedeca's album was coming out anyway, regardless of the beef, but that's just brought everything up.
Yeah,
and that's why we kind of that's why on the podcast we were like making a big deal of it as well because it's just for me as well. It's just good for the rap community on YouTube. That's why I was like, this is sick because like even Crip getting involved. That's why when Crip first got involved, I was like, yo, something so triggered. Like this is like it's serious. We're just like it's just in rap. Like they'll be doing the Joe Budden podcast or anything like that, and everyone's talking about it, and things are getting bigger. that's good. Like the Drake and Meek Mill thing, both of them will do better out of it. That's what beef is really. Like sometimes it gets personal. Like the Deji thing was never like planned. That was like, oh, what's going on?
The thing I want to know,
the Kodeka thing was more like let's go.
I want to know like Dax, for example. So I want to know if he values the fact that JJ has helped him massively.
Yeah, I think that Dax is very, very good at making so many songs and being relevant. You know how he said in the No Jumpers podcast, he was like, I want to turn clout chasing into a positive term.
Yeah.
So he's like, all he's doing now is just getting involved in any single beef he can or anything. He's just trying to big himself up. But then I'm like, when he's talking to JJ, he's like, is he actually triggered? Like, is he actually really serious?
Yeah,
or is he doing it just for the clout?
I can't figure out. The other thing I hate is the fact that he always says like, don't you ever call me a YouTube rapper. But then he continues to
collaborate with YouTube rappers.
Yeah, and also just make covers.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay, I mean, people do really, Joyner Lucas does, not covers, but, like
remixes, yeah.
And it's like, that's what Dax does. But when you're releasing them on YouTube and doing like a music video that's kind of like I don't know, to me, I'm just like, he keeps saying, don't call me a YouTube rapper, but then makes it really hard for him not to be portrayed as a YouTube rapper.
Yeah, don't call me a YouTube rapper, but then does a song with Kodeka, Crypt, and Screw, who are all also YouTube rappers.
Yeah.
But also, YouTube rapper is not even a negative term anyway. It's just SoundCloud rapper is a thing. All the what's his name, Bryson Tiller, all those people came from SoundCloud. Like SoundCloud rapper, that's a thing. Like you maybe if you are a YouTube rapper, it's not a negative thing. It just means that you're all. Selling music, getting plays on Spotify, it's the same no matter what. Like whether your fans are from YouTube or Instagram or whatever, it's the same thing. Like it's not a negative turn. That's why Kodeka's showing that now as well. Like he's doing things on Genius. He's releasing his album, which is sick. So like he's used the platform, man. It's not a negative thing. That's why I know I was speaking to Crypt, and I know a lot of the he fell out with Dax because of the Four Horsemen song, because Dax did that track. I mean, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but Dax did that track and then like never promoted it, and like said to the people, "That track's whack." Like, I don't really rate all them people. He dissed them guys on that song, so I think Dax is doing madness. He's very, very talented. His music's sick. Like he's an incredible artist, but I think he goes too crazy. That I think at some point it might be like the downfall of him.
Yeah, I can see him having like a big.
Yeah,
just a crazy moment and it just spiraling down.
Like relax, like
because he is mad talented.
He's very good, yeah.
But it's just it's just a case of just make sure you keep using it and don't go too crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Talking of crazy, Shane Dawson.
Yeah. Well, when you said that, I was like, I know you're going to go there. So what's going on?
I don't know. The thing is, not going to comment on the racist stuff because literally whatever I say, someone will get offended.
Yeah.
So, like JJ's already covered that in a video too.
Yeah.
When he said about I came on a cat and stuff like that, I can understand its dark humor. That's what he said. He said I tried to say things that would shock people. That was my whole humor. Yeah, because
before we get this is I think the same. Am I right in saying the same things that he was saying back then about the cat? That's where the whole Shane Dawson is a paedophile thing came about. I think he was saying some mad dark humor in the podcast
about the girl being sexy who was like 6 years old or something.
Yeah.
That's the same. I think that's the same time. I think.
Yeah. So it was just the whole dark humor thing that he was going on. Yeah. Was trying to do, right?
It's weird. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I can understand it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I mean, if he's not, as long as he's not coming on a cat.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
It's dumb though. Like it's the whole thing what we were saying earlier. You know how like, say PewDiePie's doing his thing and then someone from a different world watched that video where because he was doing a skit, right, where he was wearing like Nazi stuff.
Yes.
So if someone random watches that, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then obviously someone watching it is like, oh, he's just joking. It's like say Frankie Ball. Yeah, say Frankie Ball's on stage, says something mad. Everyone's like, ha, he's a comedian. He doesn't mean it. So like,
it's like, you know what you're going to see with Frankie Boyle.
Yeah.
You're looking at a comedian who specializes in dark humor.
Yeah.
But when you come across to a PewDiePie video and you're like, oh, he's a gaming YouTuber.
Yeah, he still is a comedian though. He still makes entertaining videos, you know. So I guess it's the same thing with Shane Dawson. If someone comes across that and they're like, what? That's mad. Then they'll take that quote out of context. But saying that though, like Frankie Boyle will make a joke and he'll laugh and stuff. I think the way Shane Dawson, the way it sounds like he's doing it,
the fact that he goes into so much detail,
and he's playing the character or whatever so accurately that it's like, is he joking? That's the issue. Is everyone's like, is he joking or not? So whether it's right or wrong, he's still saying them things. It's mad.
I don't know what I think of it because I'm like, firstly, if he's done it, obviously, what the fuck?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He said that he's just saying it as a shocking joke, like dark humor. So I'm kind of there like, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt and say like, if he says he's joking, he's joking.
Yeah, and the reason why this one's a little bit different for me is that the fact that when everyone was going at him about what he said about, I guess, the 6-year-old or whatever, then everyone's like, oh, what's going on? But because I think this quote is in the same time period from that, and he's already covered that, he's been like, look, it's a dark time in my life. And then his tweet series recently where he's like, look, it's literally, I'm not happy with what I said. I'm not proud of it. This is stuff where like, it's a dark time in my life, and it's something that I regret all the time. It's like, yeah, then I kind of believe him now because he said it before, and it's the same time from that. Because I mean, we all say dumb stuff, we all do some crazy shit, and obviously, if you're on, he's been on YouTube from the start. Like I think he's literally still one of the first. He must be still actually the biggest YouTuber who has been going for the longest time. Yeah, because even he's bigger now than he ever was. Which is crazy. Yeah. Because there's no other YouTuber that has done that. Like, because even JJ wasn't around at the start. I'm talking like 2008. You know what I mean? Like, iJustine.
Yeah, I was going to say, iJustine's still about?
Yeah, she's still about. Doing pretty well.
Was she that time?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Jenna Marbles still pretty big, yeah. Because, like, obviously, Nigahiga's still... Yeah. I think Nigahiga's just been the most consistent. Yeah. Like he's literally like...
The others have had massive ups and downs.
Yeah, he's just been...
Nigahiga's just there, like...
Which is tough.
That's mad.
It's similar to JJ as well. I mean, JJ's been going a lot longer than a lot of people and still at a certain level. But now Shane's like madly big compared to where he was, even though he was still big. So obviously he's going to do some dumb stuff in his past that always haunts you because it's live. Yeah. And if you delete it, it's like, why have you deleted it? So it's like you got to leave it live, and then.
But that stuff, I'm like, I don't really have an opinion on it because I'm kind of there like. I have to just go off because you're literally, if you're believing him saying that he did come on a cat, why are you not believing him saying it's a joke? Yeah, you can't just believe one person, you know, like
we don't know them. That's the thing. Like he might have done it or he might not have, but so you got to take his word for it.
If you're taking his word for coming on the cat, you have to take his word for the joke as well. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's right. That's a good point.
So I'm kind of there like in a bit of a pickle, but. A video of him making out with his dog. What's that about?
Yeah,
that one was weird.
That's where he did the thing, right?
There's two. There's one where he has a dog like this, and he like puts his face in the groin region, and goes like blah blah blah. But there's another one where he's got his dog next to him, and he just starts like licking its mouth.
That's mad. I hate when people do that. I know. You know when people like kiss their dog?
People let their dog lick them in their mouth. The furthest I'll go is let the dog lick my hand.
Yeah.
If a dog licks my face, I'm a bit like, that's gross. I need to wash my face.
Yeah. Because it's dirty.
I can get like someone letting a dog lick their face because it's okay, whatever.
Obviously, like your that's gonna sound mad now.
Dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans' mouths as well. Apparently, yeah. That's what I heard.
What I was gonna say is obviously if you have a dog for like 10 years, like that dog's like part of the family. Yeah. Like, you develop a relationship with that dog. But that sounds mad.
But the video of him, like, he's not letting the dog lick his mouth. He's licking the dog's mouth. Yeah, he's literally there like, no.
He's definitely a weird guy.
Yeah.
So
those two videos,
what's going on?
Those two I can't explain. And I can't sit there going like, oh no, it's just dark humor. You're sucking a dog off, bro.
yeah, like...
I'm not saying he's into animals. I'm not saying he wants to fuck a dog. I'm just saying like, they're weird.
Yeah, he's not doing himself any favors with any of this stuff.
He's really not.
I think he's just a weird guy. I don't know how weird. Who knows? Maybe just come on, cats.
I mean, maybe. That was the issue. Was he said that, and then everyone was kind of like, "Oh, like Shane comes on cats." He's like, "It was dark humor." Then the videos of the dog comes out, and it's like. Because in that video as well, in the one where he talks about the cat, he says, "Oh, I've never done anything that weird." Well, he goes, "I've never done anything weird to my. Well, I've never done anything that weird to my dog." Like he corrects himself.
Oh my god!
Like as if he's done something weird.
Well, maybe they were referring to that video. Yeah.
And it's just like, but then there's video of it actually happening, so it's like, well, maybe he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a messed up situation.
Yeah, that's mad. I mean, but he got engaged though, so I guess. That's probably a bad timing, right?
I don't want to say what I think because it's like people would get at me.
Are you going to say what? He just got engaged to take he was married.
I don't think he only just got engaged for that, but it's just like it does seem a weird time.
Yeah, but I think like I don't think there's a way you can time that. Like he'll been planning that no matter what.
Yeah.
But announcing it, I mean, yeah, he's obviously he still has to do what he's doing in life, but it is a good thing for him that happened because it takes people's mind off it. So in whatever reason.
But congrats, Shane.
Yeah, congrats, Shane.
Although he probably hates us already from what we just said.
I mean, I don't know him enough to. But all I'm saying, his tweet. I believe his tweets when he's saying it was dark humor.
I do believe them.
The dog things are weird, point blank.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, I mean, you know what I don't believe?
Yeah.
Romeo Lacoste. Bro, those like Keem. Have you watched the Keem interview?
Yeah.
That whole thing is just.
Well, that's
here's the thing. That phrase.
No.
Oh,
him saying that. Yeah.
That's every time. Keem's like, so he's like, I didn't know she was under 18, and then Keem goes, but you have a tweet saying, let's wait until you're 18.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, see, here's the thing, and Keem just every time was like,
yeah, and he's like, blaming society, like it's the way society is. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and he's like,
the way you are.
It's like, well, she didn't look 14. It's like. Okay, well, what are you saying?
You know what freaks me out is like, no matter how old someone is, just take that away from it. Like, if you're messaging like a 21-year-old, the things he's messaging girls, I'm like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
it's so weird. Like,
but at the same time, it's like people are into different sexual fetishes. You can't judge someone, and because it's effectively, this is a very extreme example, but it's effectively like you going, oh, I really like Shake Shack, and me going, I don't like that. He's just like, oh, I like this fetish. And you're like, I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, his fetishes are pretty odd. Yeah, like, coming in shots. My point, though, is not necessarily what he's into. It's just that, like, why talk about anything, like, sexual in messages to someone you don't necessarily know? Like, it's like me, right? Say I wasn't married. If I was just messaging a girl who's, like, 22, like, I'm not just normal age, right? And I'm like, oh, what you wearing under your jeans? That's so gross to me. I'm like, why are you doing that? It's disgusting. So like, and also, especially if you're a creator who's like got an audience, then you're only gonna messages. But
right?
Isn't he saying that was before?
Okay, yeah. So 2 points. Still, I think don't do that anyway. It's just weird unless you know them or call them. I guess they can still record the call, or whatever. But it's like it's just mad to me.
I'd rather have someone have my text though than my voice saying that.
But then,
wouldn't you rather have someone saying like you'd rather have proof of you texting someone saying like, oh, I'm going to come in a shot and make you drink it, rather than you having a phone call saying, oh, I'm going to make you come in a shot.
I don't think because if I'm on the call, then people can not take it out of context as easily because they can check my tone of voice. Whereas if I'm like, I could be like, ha, don't you want to see me come on your face? Ha! Whereas if they see it on text, I'm like, come on my face, ha. That's kind of weird.
You changed it around that way.
Yeah, I fucked up. I really fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Why do it in the first place? And then especially...
But a lot of people do that. A lot of people do. This is making it look like I'm just trying to defend myself.
No.
But a lot of people do, like, dirty texts. That not to that extreme.
Yeah.
But you said, like, oh, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people do that level of texts.
I'm really bad at putting my argument across because I realised again, my other point to what I'm saying is you know how I was like, okay, if you're doing that with like, if I was doing that with Laura, say, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like,
you're saying if you could do it with someone you trust, basically.
You've also not like, maybe he's saying this that when he was not very big, but I think the people he was speaking to, no matter what, I think they are fans of him. They know him online.
Yeah, I think they're pretty well.
That's what I hate. That's the whole like, it's the whole Me Too stuff. Like, why are you speaking to somebody who is a fan of you online in that way? Because you are being like. It's like you're using your power then to get ahead in the relationship.
Yeah.
Because they only know you're online. Like, we're all different online than we are in real life. That's not to say like we're creating a fake persona, but it means that we don't show everything. So they don't. People. It's like the Logan and KSI thing. Logan's forming an opinion of KSI. Yeah. He doesn't know. And even though JJ's always like, no, I'm the same in my videos as real life. He's just not. Like, and I'm not. Like,
does Romeo Lacoste portray a different persona in real life that in?
Well, I've never met him, so I can't say.
My thought is just more like, obviously we make videos, so we have this person online, whereas he doesn't make. I don't know if he does make videos, but he's obviously if he's a tattoo artist, he is a tattoo artist in real life. That's what he portrays online. That's what he is.
Yeah, but I think Instagram now. everyone has an Instagram. So even if you're not like making
And you
vlogs,
do only portray your best, like...
Yeah. Well, especially Instagram. All you
Yeah.
do is post like the best photos. Like if you've got a photo where your hair's not great, you're like, I'm posting that. So I think that in general, just it's weird that people would text like fans that way. It's gross. But then, especially like young fans, like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like
the whole thing is just like so his defense was always, I didn't know she was that age. But then at some points he's like, I did know she was 17. There was one phrase that triggered me.
Go on.
He said, he was like, I always treat them with respect. And then it was like, I always treat them like a princess. It was that phrase, just saying I always treat them like a princess. It was like, he said I always treat them with respect. I was like, okay, but they're still underage.
also treat them. Who's them? Like why are you doing this to?
It was like, okay, they're still underage. Even if you treat them with respect, they're still underage.
Yeah.
Then you use the word princess, and I was like, princess to me is always a child.
Yeah.
Because obviously, the whole thing is like, Beyonce's not a princess. She's known as like a queen.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's like if you've got a niche, you're like, what's up, princess? Like,
well, I don't say that. I find the word princess.
yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
it's like sweetie. It's like hey sweetie or hey flower.
Yeah.
It's like hey flower. Yeah, it's always like related. But yeah, he definitely, whether he knew it or not that they were underage, like you have to know. Well, I'm saying don't do it anyway. But then if you're gonna do it, then you got to know the person. If you don't know the person enough, if you don't know the person enough that you don't know their age, then you don't know them enough to be saying this shit to them. Yeah. You can't say this thing to strangers. You can't say this shit to strangers. What the hell? Like, oh man, it's gross. So then, in the Creamstar interview, he was just not sounding good at all.
No, not at all. He had no defense for any of it. Was the issue?
Yeah.
I'm wondering why he did it. Is my thought, because the whole thing is literally, Keem just says something and he doesn't really have an argument back.
Yeah, but whether you're guilty or not, you still have to. You as a person have to go on there and give the best like representation of yourself. If you're going to explain, if it's not true what you've done, you have to go on there and prove that. So I'm like before I thought he did it because obviously the screenshot's pretty like damning anyway. And then if he's going to go on there and try and prove himself not guilty, he hasn't done a good job of that.
No.
Like, so I saw a tweet of a guy saying that Romeo called him up and asked him for some PR companies, and he gave him some options, and then 3 months later he's willing himself to go on the Keemstar interview and speak a certain way. It's like, well, okay, obviously. So what the guy was saying is that he didn't take that offer up. Like there's no way he took that offer up to have a PR agency and then go on the interview and say the things he did. Because all Keem's looking for is a sick video, and like he's just looking for information.
You could see Keem just getting more and more angry.
Yeah,
like he even ended it. He just went, like Romeo's about to carry on talking. He just goes, right, we're gonna end it there for today. And then like after the drama like logo, it's like we're just going round and round in circles, bro.
Yeah,
and then Romeo wanted a second interview. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. He's just digging himself a big hole. I mean, he's in my mind, like, he's 100% done it, right? Like, it's weird.
I mean, he does say in the interview, he actually does say, like, I knew she was 17.
It's mad.
And it was like, well, what do you mean? 17's illegal in... Like, 17's legal in the UK, but it's not legal in America.
No.
That's...
You know that, yeah. And also, I hate the thing like, oh, wait. What do you mean you wait? Like...
Yeah,
it's wrong no matter what.
It's weird because that means you're like, that's like, oh, you've got potential.
Oh, it's
like,
so
it's
gross,
like
man.
a 5-year-old, and you're like, oh wait,
Yeah.
It's like what? The fuck? What's wrong with you?
It's just disgusting. That's what I'm saying. My point is like, don't do it anyway. But then, if you don't know someone enough to know their age, then you can't be speaking to this with them. And they weren't even 17, right? They were saying they were like 15.
I think the thing Romeo's trying to argue basically is these girls were saying they were 18, 19. Turns out they were 14, 15, and he was talking to them like that.
Yeah, so even though it's wrong for them to lie about that age, it's still on him though. You can't... If you're talking to a girl and they're like, oh, hey, I'm 18, you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Explicit text. It's like... You're an idiot. Like, you're just an idiot.
I'm 18. Cum shots?
It's
like, oh, come on.
He can't say, oh, no, she said she was 13. No, sorry, she said she was 14, but she's actually 13. That's on you. What the fuck? Oh, man. It's gross.
Yeah, it's like if she had like sent him over like passport pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit different, but the fact it's like fully... You know, like if it's like a passport saying like she is 18,
yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
The fact is just, well, we don't know the messages that she said that she's 18
No,
or 19.
yeah, we don't know that. Again, we don't know anything, but it didn't sound like the way he was speaking.
It's weird.
It's like it's like he was trying to explain the fact that what he's doing is not wrong, rather than saying he hasn't done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he has done it. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched the drama yet, but didn't police go to his house or something like that?
I saw an article or something or a video. I've not seen it yet. I've not watched it yet. But he ain't doing. He's moving mad.
He's moving mad.
Moving mad. Oh, that's kind of weird, man.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much all the news.
Yeah, that's pretty much it
from today.
Yeah.
Well, from the last week or so.
Mm.
Yeah.
News seems to come really quick. So I know Keem was like complaining recently. There's
literally last week. There's nothing to do, and then it was, it was the whole Jake stuff.
Yeah.
There was Romeo Lacoste, Shane Dawson.
Yeah. It just all comes at once.
Yeah.
Oh.
PewDiePie also got overtaken.
Yeah, is he back now?
No, I think
Is it gone now?
he got overtaken, came back, and now I think he's been overtaken again.
Yeah.
Because I saw him tweet like this isn't over or something like that.
Oh shit.
So maybe he'll come back. But
Hey, he's the luckiest guy.
he's at like 90 mil now.
Yeah. Like, yeah. To say that the whole like the reason he's getting so many subs is because people have just started like riding for him now.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just a YouTuber, like just making videos, then randomly like people just start a massive campaign to get you bigger than a certain person.
Yeah.
And then you just grow like 30 odd mil subscribers.
That's why like the whole Morg's mum will anything.
Yeah.
Was like it's just like what is this? But they're both getting subs out of it.
Yeah, Will knows what he's doing. Every time he does stuff, he knows what he's doing. Like it's like no, like whether he's trying to beat her or not, like, he's getting subs. That's the point of it. So like, and the whole sub to Will anything, like, it's just smart.
Yeah, so do you really think Will cares?
Yeah,
about being ahead of Morgs' mum?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah, maybe in terms of like, yay, but at the end of the day, you just want your channel to grow.
Yeah.
So he's doing that. What I was going to say before is I forgot to mention this because Keem's obviously trying to just get views and he's trying to just make his show good, but he's got daughters as well, right? So I can imagine in that interview, he's like you're like
imagine
you can
it does
only
make
take
it like a harder subject
Yeah.
to try and deal with.
Yeah,
Because it's like straight away you'll just compare it to your daughters. It's like, no, fuck this guy.
Yeah, like he's trying to just get news, but at the end of the day, like if you're a weirdo, then you're a weirdo. But yeah, I think we're good for the today's podcast. Yeah.
Remember to check out our sponsor.
Yeah, Skillshare.com/MAR. Get 2 free months of professional, high quality tutorials.
Highly high quality.
They're not. I say highly high quality. I say tutorials. They're classes. It's literally like it's like if someone did. It's just like you're going to college, right, to do what you do, media and everything, but you want to do YouTube. There's no classes for YouTube, but there now are, and these will be better than what you would get in college. So go and check it out. Use our code. Everyone can use this. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon.
I'll tell you all about China next time.
Yeah, sweet. All right.
Bye. Bye.